We're seeing Emmett trying to find his value and be a man, but also protect his family, but also not be the guy that's guns blazing, but still stand up for himself in a way. So that's a hard balance for him because he's not cut like that.
Congratulations on 6 seasons. So excited that 6B is finally here. Now, I will start with you, Jacob. This season, we really saw Emmett try and transition from young manhood to manhood, but he didn't necessarily make the best decision, okay? Getting into business with Douda. So, how has this impacted his psyche going into the second half of the season?
Yeah, it's been probably one of his biggest challenges and definitely one of my most challenging seasons as an actor playing Emmett. Every season has been like refreshing and new. I never feel like I'm playing the same character every year. It's always a new challenge. But this season we're seeing Emmett trying to find his value and be a man, but also protect his family, but also not be the guy that's guns blazing, but still stand up for himself in a way. So that's a hard balance for him because he's not cut like that. But we also are going to see in the second half him being strategic and negotiating and figuring out his way in this chaos.
Now, Emit and Kesha are also pretty solid, despite obviously her upset over his partnership with Douda. Did you see this love story coming full circle? Obviously, starting the show from the beginning alongside Birgundi, or were you surprised by where they are now? And what do you feel like makes the two of them work as a couple?
I saw it coming.
Yeah, I can say I felt it come. I mean, the friendship was always there between Emmet and Keisha, which
Yeah.
is the key to any relationship. And friendship is key. And I also just believe that Keisha believes in Emmet. She supports him. She challenges him. And she loves him. She has like this tough love for him that he hasn't been that he hasn't experienced before.
Yeah, she holds him accountable.
Yeah.
And she sees him. And we all need that type of person in our life that will always hold us accountable in the ways that we love and the ways that we show up. And she shows up for him and she challenges him to show up for her.
Yeah.
I think it's a beautiful um, uh, take on relationship on what some would call Black love.
Yeah.
Now, Luke, Victor has played an integral role in the men's lives on the show. We saw what happened last season with him, not last season, first half of the season with him trying to, kind of mediate between him and Douda. And he also has his own struggles with raising his younger brother, Jake. So how do we see that role continue to play out for the remainder of the season?
Well, all of those challenges still exist. He's really trying to understand this new hat that he's wearing with being a councilman and trying to understand how much you have to compromise. Being a person who comes from the street where there's not much compromising in that. And also the duality of those things. The street is calling him. It keeps calling him back. And he's trying to be a good man, a good role model. And he's also surviving and trying to heal himself from his past traumas and whatnot. And I think that's why it was important for him to create the mental health awareness part of his campaign. But he needs a place of solitude and a safe space to be seen and felt and heard and protected.
Absolutely.
So I think we're watching those challenges happen. This second half is a struggle for power and also freedom.
Yeah.
And I think that's what we're going to see, all of these characters who have been coincidentally tethered together by many different circumstances that all kind of align in our ways of trying to survive, all of us needing to survive together. Yeah, it's going to be pretty intense. The B-side is always crazier, so you must stay glued.
Now, despite Victor's checkered past, and obviously his position in the community, what about him makes him the people's champ, do you feel?
He's a grounded person. I think you see his want and need for change and betterment for his community and for himself, for his family. And I think we all see that. We all see the work and going on, and we all would like to change it for the better. And I think that resonates with people. We really resonate with a person who comes from the bottom, who pulls themselves from the bottom, and really making a conscious effort to change the narrative, and the outlook and the future for himself, but also for his younger brother.
Now, you mentioned that Emit and Kesha are an example of Black love on television, but Victor has also had a great love life, and he has an amazing partner by his side. And this show has really broken barriers by introducing transgender love, specifically breaking down specific, I guess you could say, stereotypes of what that may look like. Yeah. How has it been being part of this inclusion and representation and showing this, for the Black community?
The beautiful thing about The Chi, it is a love letter to the South Side of Chicago, and I think this show is grounded in our reality and what our real world looks like. Yes, it's entertainment in a sense of escapism, but more so than anything, it is a love letter. It is to humanize the Black experience. And I think it's a beautiful tailoring to show the true experience, how many people love differently and find love in different spaces. And we're all in search to feel loved and to be seen. And yeah, I love that we get an opportunity to really portray nuanced characters who are on it, who are real and true to our experience in this world.
And Jacob, you've been a part of the show, as I mentioned, since the beginning. And Emmett has really, I guess you can say, grown into just being this central character that, the viewers root for. He's had, some moments along the way, but he has a really good ability to bounce back. So you mentioned that you always feel like that you're not playing the same character season after season because he has grown so much. But outside of just the character that you play and, working alongside your co-stars, what has it been like being a part of this show for the last, 6 seasons?
I mean, I think I might just change my name, my middle name to Emmet at this point. I mean, airport experience or just walking through stores, Ubers, it's just Emmet. And
I just struggled not calling you Emmet this whole time.
Yeah, it's incredible. I'm super grateful for my
He's
overall.
Brilliant.
Thank you. I'm super grateful for my overall experience just as an actor in my career. It's hard coming from being a young man starting in the industry at 10 years old to maturing in the industry, to be taken seriously as an entertainer and a singer, as an actor and all that stuff. So the show has definitely put me in a space where I can learn some things. Emmett's life is so completely different from mine. I have no children. He has 3 and
he has a plethora. Yeah.
And his life is so much different, and I'm able to kind of be uncomfortable every season. I think every season I'm still nervous around the kids because I'm still learning how to trust my own fatherly instincts. Yeah, fatherly instincts. So it's like it's always an incredible space for me to be in. And I mean, the show's changed my life. Yeah, completely.
Well, it's always a pleasure speaking with the both of you. Huge fan, as I mentioned, and I can't wait to see how the rest of the season plays out. You guys are killing it.